Well, hello, 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 hello. Hey, Asa. Hey, Larissa. Um, yes, it is bully time. And I'm happy you guys feel about it that way. Um, it means I'm doing my job well. Um, well, um, hey, HC. Um, my LD project? What do you mean? Do you mean my game project, or do you mean something else? Because there's actually quite a lot of stuff to finish, but that's not the point. I'm allowed to be a hypocrite, okay? You guys are tuning in, okay? Um, can't promise I'm not a hypocrite. Hey, Code Unloaded, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. Oh, Ludum Dare. No, I would never participate in that. I'm A, not good enough, and B, um, the time pressure would kill me. Yeah, no, I have got. One of my hobbies is to find more hobbies, and so adding something else on top of that would be insanity. That would be very bad for me. So I'm definitely not doing that. But we'll get started any minute now. Will you eat water all over if I send you 5 bits? I don't know. Can you send me bits? I don't, because I'm not partner. I'm not the other thing either. What is the other thing again? It's partner and affiliated. Is that the one? I think that's the one. I'm not affiliated either. I'm really close, but I'm not going to for plenty of other reasons. Well, no. In a really short answer, I want to be able to keep streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And when you're affiliated, you can't do that. So. What do you think of the video? It wasn't. I kind of feel a little ashamed of that video. There's definitely more I wanted to add there, but I was working under time pressure, and well, I'll get into that after I do the topic. Also, Code Unloaded. Yeah, okay, you can't see me in bits, but I will. I still wouldn't have poured water all over myself. It has to be A. It has to be summer. B. It has to be a hot tub stream, and C. I already got to be wet in order to throw more water over myself for 5 bits. You know. So, but no, keep your bits on you. Give them to a streamer who really deserves it. Yeah, Larissa, hot tub stream. Let's go. Well, for me, that is. Not for you. Only for me. You only want to see my curves. I'm sorry. It was good. I shared it with the people who follow. Yeah, who followed the dev and they liked it. Okay, well that's really solid to hear. So there's actually one thing, and I'll quickly get into that now before we get started with the topic, because someone asked me a question when I posted on Reddit, and I felt it was a really valid question, so I responded to it. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Was it this one? Yeah. So someone said. Also, is the sound okay and everything? Is the volume's all good and everything's fine? Yeah. I'm gonna presume it is, but you know, it's difficult to get that right. But someone said when I posted on r/gamedev, they said TLDR here seems to be that if your game's core loop is so simple that people have seen most of it in 1 hour, they might get a refund. But most of the video wasn't actually about that. That was just a hook. Alright, thanks, Asa. So, yeah, this person's got a point. There's a lot in the video which is just talking about how Accelerate did a lot of things really well, because they did, right? There's no denying that. And it's more that, it's like, the reason why it hurts the business case is more than just getting the refund. It also hurt the business case because the core loop of Accelerate is very simple, right? It's essentially balancing an egg on top of a car. That is it, right? You either balance the egg or you don't, right? It's barely a loop to begin with. And oftentimes we refer to this as a gimmick. I remember in year 1 and year 2 of my education, there were a lot of concepts just like this. I made plenty of concepts like that myself where it's just a gimmick. But the thing is, a gimmick can't support an entire play experience. It's fun for half an hour, maybe an hour, if it's a really good gimmick. But that is it, right? So it's more of a matter of expectations, right? A game that has a gimmick as a core loop, don't expect to make thousands of it, right? It's just that simple. There are exceptions to this rule, of course there always are, but In the case of Accelerate, I think that was a massive contributing factor to it. So, but anyway, that's a video that's gone. So today we are looking into different things. We're looking into things as to why you will never finish your project. Now, if you're all ready for it, I want to see in chat everyone is ready for it. Yay, cheer or clap or just say yeah. I don't know. Do whatever feels comfortable. We're gonna get started anyway, so there's no there's no getting out of it. Click that button. There we go. And then if I click this button, it turns green. Wow, the wrong project start. It's an alternate title because the whole title wouldn't fit on the page. Oh, Larissa, you used something, all caps. Oh, right. Nice. I always finish my project, and by always I mean never. Yeah. Also, apparently people in my house have decided that now is the time to start drilling, which is just amazing. You want to say yeah? Okay, that's very good. Can you guys hear the drilling on the background? Because if not, that's cool. If you can, I hope they stop very quickly. I'm not sure if you guys can. You can. Okay. Well, this should be done soon. It can't. Really softly. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. I'll just talk louder. No, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. They'll be done soon, I promise. But we're gonna get started because I'm dragging on. Okay. So. Yes. You are wondering, else you wouldn't have clicked the stream. You are wondering why your project will never be finished, like I wrote there at the top, okay? And if you are done starting projects that you will never finish, then this is the perfect topic for you, okay? Because when we look through many of the recent concepts that I've seen on r/game Game Ideas or the prototypes that have been shown on r/game Game Dev, we find, and with that I mean I find, that 90% of them have something in common. Namely, that they were all started in the same way, which will eventually lead to them never being finished. No matter how promising they look, right? And to be completely honest, I think 90% is a lowball figure. I think the higher percentage of projects never get finished. And if you are tired of being a part of this majority and want to learn how to give your project the perfect start so that you can actually finish it, and I am talking about game projects here, so everyone that's looking for non-game project advice, I can give you advice on that later, but for now, game projects. So if you want to learn how you can actually create projects that you'll actually finish, I welcome you to this game dev topic, right? So, for the video, my name's Christopher. For those that don't know me, welcome to the channel. I make videos that give you insights into the game development process and how you can become a better game developer. And I also have a website where I can support your game through one-on-one support. It's www.gamedevtopics.com, okay? It says it's not secure. It's because I can't figure out the SSL, and I'm an idiot, so I'll figure that out ASAP, but it's safe, I promise. You can trust me. Random dude on the internet, you can trust me. So today we're looking into the issue of how most projects are started, what that means for their chance at finishing a project. I should type along, I need to stop forgetting that. How are most projects started? What this means for your chances at releasing the game. Yeah, I know, there's so many things I gotta set up, yeah. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things you guys set for yourself, but we'll get into that. What it means for finishing your project, and how can you start a project that you can actually finish. Right? And when looking into that last one, we're going to talk about the X meets Y technique, and we're going to talk about the MDA model, and we're going to talk about core lips, but it's not explicitly written down. Okay, so let's dive into that game dev topic, okay? Most projects, right, I'm just going to copy paste this because I am a little lazy. Most projects start the exact same way. They start by having a desire to create something that either isn't on the market yet, or something that they've recently played, which they would like to make as well, right? And the mentality behind this isn't wrong, right? It's simply just excitement, right? People are excited to make something that they enjoy, or something where they think they can make a lot of money because it's not on the market yet. Okay, so the two ways. There's two more, but there's two ways. It's not on the market yet. It's not on the market yet, and they played something recently. And want to make it themselves, right? The mentality behind it isn't bad, like I said. It's not a bad mentality. Behind this isn't bad, but it is misplaced excitement. I'm going to call it that. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. Now, on top of that, because this severely impacts your chance of releasing, but on top of it, there's two more ways, right? And I think these are the main culprits, okay? So the first one is starting with a story as your basis. Now, what I'm talking about here, I'm not going to write this out, but I have written it out in my script. What I'm talking about here is something along the lines of, and I promise I wrote this myself, I didn't steal it from the plenty of examples that are out there. They'll start with a story as a basis, and they'll say something like, in the year 1888, a young man named Connor McBride was just starting out his life, and all of a sudden, blah, 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 right? The second thing is starting with just a genre. Starting with just a genre, right? And this is a really big one, saying something like, this open world game. Now, besides the fact that open world is not a genre, it's not, it is simply a sub-aspect of adventure games. Yeah, those two ways are additional ways in which projects are started, which just cause them to never be finished, okay? Now, again, the mentality behind this is also excitement, but it just shows, a lack of experience, which again is fine because you can gain experience, you can learn more, right? It's just lack of experience, and a severe misunderstanding of the game development process, right? So, when you start your project this way, not all hope is lost. There are projects that I've seen that started this way, which ended up releasing and becoming mediocre, successful type things, and so it is possible. However, to really nail the coffin shut, what people do, to nail the coffin shut, people start in any of the above ways, and then instantly jump into the engine to make stuff. Or they jump into Blender to blend stuff, right? And when you do that, right, on top of the different starts that I just mentioned, your chances of finishing the project essentially become zero, right? It's not happening, right? If you do this, your chance of finishing the project essentially becomes zero. 0.1. There's still a chance, but it's tiny. Let's make it 0.01. There you go. Now you might be wondering, okay, but why? And maybe you can already deduce some of the ways in which this might affect your chances. But I want to dive really deep in it because I don't just want to leave it to your own imagination. I want to show you. So how does this affect your chances of finishing the game? Finishing and releasing the game. Well, in the shortest possible answer, you are starting without a concept. Now, for those of you that have been with me for longer, right, and for longer I mean 4 weeks now. I know, incredible. It's 1 month today since we started, so celebration time. You're starting without a concept, and we talked about this in the very first stream, and we talked about some ways to fix that, but today we're going really, really deep into how to fix that, how to fix it properly, right? So that's going to be the main core of this subject. Because when you mix genres, or when you start with a story, that is not a game concept on its own, right? It needs quite a few more elements before you can actually open up the engine and start working on your concept. And in a moment, we are going to discuss exactly what elements you're missing and how to build that up. But first, I want to go even a level deeper. When you start your project in the aforementioned ways, and then dive into an engine, you're actually working against yourself, right? You are actively taking something very vague and then trying to define it by making it, right? Imagine, some of you might be able to imagine this. Imagine buying a canvas, right? Buying some paint, and saying, I am gonna paint nature, right? You're super excited, right? Because you love nature, and you love paintings that depict nature, right? And so you have bought the canvas, you have bought the paint, and you have determined for yourself, okay, this concept, this idea, is that I'm going to paint nature. And then the next thing you do, you start painting. Now, is there a chance that you will actually paint something half decent? Maybe, probably. There is probably a chance that you do that. However, don't you think that you are making this so much harder for yourself, and actually really increasing the chances of creating something that is not clear, not pretty, not coherent in any way? Right? Don't you think there's a much bigger chance of you doing that to yourself than anything else? So that means, right, if you can relate to this in any way, and you know, apply this to anything. Apply this to making music, apply this to any creative process, right? If you do this, you are making life 10 times, 100 times harder for yourself, and you're making your projects a lot more likely to never ever finish, or to never ever even release, right? So let's define how you do this, okay? Because that is now the main goal here. And I do want to mention again, just as a quick in between, so also I can catch my breath, that before we continue on to the most important part of this game dev topic, which is defining how you make one of these concepts and really going into detail on it, if you want this kind of advice for your game specifically, or for your project specifically, go to www.gamedevtopics.com or join the Discord. I think the Discord is below the Twitch page. I think I put it there. You can get like guidance sessions, and we have one later today in this stream, right? So someone already signed up, and we're gonna look at their game and their store page. Yeah, you can basically get one-on-one feedback either publicly through Twitch, like the person has done that we're looking at today, or in private, which is just like a one-on-one either Discord call or like a Google Meets call or something, and beforehand I'll look through your game, and then we can discuss the feedback and kind of see where you want it to go with stuff. Okay, so definitely do that if you think it'd be helpful for you. Okay, so continuing on, right, we start with the X meets Y technique. Now, some of you may have already heard about this. It's something that is very often applied in many different creative processes, also for film and theater, but probably also for drawing and painting and many other kinds of creative things. But in games, it is also something we use quite a bit. Because before you work out your game on paper, you first have to know how to come up with somewhat decent concepts. Because if it goes wrong at that stage, then it doesn't matter what you do after that. Your basis is wrong, right? Or not as well thought out as it should be. So for me personally, I really like to use the X meets Y technique because it's incredibly simple to use and really easy to understand. So if we take a look at how this works, we simply take two things, an X and a Y, and we combine them, right? So if we start at something a little vague, right, and we're going to go more defined as we go along. If I say X meets Y, for my game concept, I'm going to say dinosaurs with lasers. I surprised myself with my capabilities. Dinosaurs with lasers. So this is a very thematic X meets Y, right? Because there's no real gameplay implications there right from the start. But we have determined which theme we're going for, right? We've determined that it's dinosaurs with lasers. And in this case, you could think to yourselves, okay, dinosaurs with lasers. Okay. How am I gonna make maybe like a hack and slash, right? Where many different types of dinosaurs are wielding different types of lasers, and you can kind of build on that from there, right? But the trick here is to take something really bare bones like this, and define it further in terms of the core loop. And we're going to speak about the core loop more later. But let's first look at another example, something that's a bit more defined, right? So if I say Beat Saber meets platforming. Now, for those of you that know what Beat Saber is, for those of you that don't know what Beat Saber is, it's a rhythm-based VR game where you're slashing blocks that are flying at you on the rhythm of the music. It's a really cool game. It's very successful. But if we have that and then include platforming, we could say something like, when combining the popular VR game Beat Saber and the platforming genre, that you're making a rhythm-based platformer where players not only have to jump on the right rhythm, but also jump on the right platforms to make sure they hit the right notes, right? And in this case, you can start to see that by using this technique, you're providing yourself with a lot of information, right? Because you can very easily define your gameplay based on the combination that we've made here, right? And with dinosaurs and lasers, that's much harder, but for Beat Saber and platforming, it's a combination that works really well, right? Or could work really well. We don't know. No one's tried it yet. Not to my knowledge, anyway. But this is merely the start, because now we're getting into the big boy science, okay? And I remember having quite a bit of difficulty with this when I first learned about it a few years ago. But I'm gonna try my absolute best to explain it, and then afterwards, after we've completed the whole topic, we can ask questions and kind of do it back and forth. So, because now we look at the MDA model, right? Because that's right, when you're developing games and inherently get into game design, which is not art. I have to keep telling people this. It's not art. I'm not drawing stuff. I am designing the rules of the game. You also have to start looking at the MDA model, which was a model developed by 3 professors back in 2001, I believe, specifically meant for the game development industry. And if you Google the MDA model for games, you will automatically find the original resource. It's a PDF. It's out there. If I can find the link, I'll share it somewhere. I'll share it in Discord. Yeah, I'll do that. But once you have a vague idea of what your concept could be, you need to take a look at something called the MDA model, right? Like I said. It's a model that's super widely used in the AAA industry, and it's being taught at many of the best game development educations, right? So what is it? It is a simple system that allows you to easily define your game concept in more detail, and it stands for mechanics, dynamics, aesthetics, right? MDA, right? Mechanics, dynamics, aesthetics. The mechanics are, they describe the particular, I have it written down here for my own remembrance, particular component of the game at the, I need to type, at the level of data representation, and algorithms. Now, that is very complicated, so you could also see this as the rules, right? You could very much see it as that. Asa, you make a good point, but we'll get into that afterwards. Then your dynamics, right? Your dynamics describe the runtime behavior of the mechanics acting on player inputs and each other's outputs over time. Okay, so basically, the things that we perceive we're doing based on what we're putting in through the controller, and what the game is giving back to us as a response, right, based on our input. Then the aesthetics, and again, I'll go into more detail in a second, also using examples. Don't worry if this is getting vague. I understand, don't worry. Your aesthetics describe the emotional response evoked in the player when she interacts with the game system. right? And I do like to note, when we say aesthetics, we do not mean visual or narrative aesthetics, okay? For the sake of game design, when we're talking about visuals or narrative, we're talking about thematics, right? Not aesthetics, because they're different things. Now, as a game developer, what you ultimately want to do is create mechanics and dynamics that'll support the aesthetic, the emotional response that you are trying to get out of players, right? When we look at a game like Silent Hill, for example, there's a certain level of fear that they wanted to evoke from the player. There's a certain level of self-discovery. There's a certain level of expression as well. There's a certain level of challenge, certain level of narrative that they wanted to evoke from the player. So what they did was they took one of the 8 very well-defined aesthetics, because there is a list, and I'm going to copy-paste that in a second, because I think it's very important to know these. And they kind of said, okay, these are the aesthetics we want to focus on. Let's make dynamics and mechanics that support that aesthetic, right? It's also a very good test case. It's also very good to use it in your testing process. So, which 8 aesthetics are there? These ones, right? So the first one, sensation, games as a sense pleasure. Second one, fantasy, games as make-believe. The third one, narrative, games as drama. The fourth one, challenge, games as an obstacle course. The fifth one, fellowship, games as a social framework. The sixth one, discovery, games as uncharted territory. The seventh one, expression, games as self-discovery, like I mentioned with Silent Hill. And the eighth one, submission, games as a pastime, right? So if I take all of this, and this is the part where kind of like the clicking moment might happen, where you're like, oh right, that's how it's used. If it's not, don't worry, it takes time. This kind of stuff is not easily understood, and it can take some time to understand the use of these things. So if we apply this to something, let's say, something pretty easy, Super Mario Brothers, that is a pretty easy example, right? If we apply it to Super Mario Brothers, and we look at the mechanics there, right? Feel free to participate in chat, but I am going to just keep going. So the mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics of Super Mario Brothers. The mechanics are jumping and running, right? Data representation, the rules of the game, right? The things the player has control over. And I mean in terms of inputs, not in terms of what they think they're doing. Jumping and running, okay? Those are the only 2 things from the original Super Mario Brothers that are mechanics. In terms of dynamics, we're looking at killing enemies, collecting coins, and completing levels. These are the dynamics that are created based on the mechanics, the input the player gives into the game, the jumping and the running, and the response from the game, which is fed back to the player, right? So when the player jumps on top of a Goomba, the response that the player gets is that they've killed an enemy, right? So that's a dynamic that's created. Then going a level up in aesthetics, we know that we're gonna skip this song because that's the one with the annoying sound. With the aesthetics, we're looking for Super Mario Brothers. We're looking at probably number 4, challenge, right? Games as an obstacle course. I think we can all agree that the levels in Super Mario are obstacle courses in many ways. We're looking at number 6, discovery, right? Games as uncharted territory. Every time you go to a new world, it's the same thing again. It's the uncharted territory. It's what you have to discover. And we're looking at number 2, fantasy, right? Games as make-believe, right? The whole world around Super Mario Brothers is make-believe 100% of the time. So we know, looking at this, we know that this applies to Super Mario Brothers. Now, I know that mechanics and dynamics, those are the relatively easy parts to understand. It's aesthetics that most people have trouble with, including myself. So applying this to another game. And in the meantime, chat, give me a game you want me to do this on, right? So I can give you another example, and it's something that I haven't prepared, so it shows you that this stuff is real. It's not, I'm not just cherry picking cases that work for me. So when we look at the aesthetics of The Sims, right? I should say The Sims. I'm not some kind of cannibal. We know that in The Sims, we could say number 3, narrative, right? Games as a drama, because you're constantly creating your own narrative within The Sims. We could say fellowship, number 5, right? Fellowship, because ultimately it is a social framework in the sense that the NPCs you're interacting with all have their own social desires, right? And so you have to work together with them or work against them in order to create the social responses that you want. So we know fellowship, and we know which other one could fit here. Expression. I think expression fits quite well here. Games as self-discovery. How many times, and people need to be honest here, how many times have you created a character in The Sims that looks suspiciously like you? Or has traits suspiciously like you, or the best version of you, right? Whatever that is in your head. I'm going to skip this one again, because I feel like those are definitely copyrighted. So for The Sims, we've got narrative, fellowship, and expression. So we see that this applies to many different games. Does anyone want to give me a game in chat? Something to analyze real quick before I move on? Because there's still quite a bit of stuff to go through. Gives me a chance to drink. Any game will do. Doesn't have to be difficult. Doesn't have to be hard. Genshin Impact, the one game I haven't played. Okay, well, there's a lot of games I haven't played. Genshin Impact, I know what it looks like, though. I've got plenty of friends who showed me. So, in terms of Genshin Impact, is Genshin Impact multiplayer? It is, right? Pretty sure it is. I like to think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, okay. So, mechanics. Okay, that's gonna be hard because I haven't played the game. Dynamics, aesthetics. So, oh god, I'm gonna look it up on the Google. Not on the Google, on the Steam. Is it on Steam? I think so. Genshin. Oh, it's not. It's not on Steam. Whoopsie. Okay, give me any other game. Hold on, because yeah. Doing this analysis on a game I haven't played is reaching too far. I nor anyone else could do that. Yeah, sorry. I hope that makes sense. If not, I'm just going to show my Steam list. I think that makes sense, right? We could do that. Alright, here's my Steam list. Do it for any of these games. I've played most of these. If we have is there an installed tag? Can I do that? Oh, I can't do that. Damn, that's a shame. Well, yeah, I don't have Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm sorry. It's one of the games that I don't have. I've got Deep Rock Galactic, Dark Souls, Core Keeper, Celeste, Accelerate, Europa Universalis, Victorio, Farming Sim. God, that was a mess. Farming Sim, Hades. I've played mostly Left 4 Dead, Let's Build a Zoo. I played Life is Strange, I hated it, but I played it. I played Loadout, Long Dark. I'm just naming stuff. Northgard, No More Room in Hell, Oxygen Not Included, Paladins. I haven't played Phasmophobia. Payday 2 I played. Planet Coaster, the Portal games. Any one of these. And just pick any. I know that's it. GTA 5. Ah, okay. Okay. I can do GTA 5. I played God knows how many hours in that. Okay, and it's actually a very good example because GTA 5 tends to walk outside the framework quite a bit, but we know that in GTA 5, the mechanics, how can I best describe these? We've got movement, right? We're just gonna group them up like that. We've got combat. I'm gonna group them up like that because it's shooting and melee together. We've got driving, right? Driving, flying, etc. What else do we have? Just mechanics. Not much else. I think those are the things. Yeah, those are the things. Okay, so the dynamics that are created based on these mechanics are completing missions, right? And I think we can actually go more granular with that. We could say killing targets from missions, finishing races, right? Those are things you can do. You can customize your equipment. This includes cars and everything because it's too much to write out. You can find and complete stories based on these things. Those are the main ones for now. Yeah, those are the main ones for now. Then in terms of aesthetics, right, because we gotta apply that. In terms of aesthetics, we have, for GTA 5, we've got, we definitely have fantasy, absolutely fantasy, games just make-believe. We've got narrative is a big one. Narrative, I should keep my notation still the same. We've got narrative, we've got, not challenge, not fellowship. There's no fellowship in GTA 5 Online, we all know this. Discovery maybe, but it's not as big of a one. Self-discovery, not really. If you are self-discovering through GTA 5, you've got a few problems. Yeah, and I'd say number one, sensation, a sense pleasure. So when we look at GTA 5, we know that from the player's perspective, they're living in this fantasy-ish world where they can go through certain narratives to have sensational things happening and to feel sensational doing a lot of these things. Griefing players is definitely not one of the sensational things. But we know that these aesthetics are made or are experienced because of the dynamics of killing targets for missions, finishing races, customizing your equipment, and finding and completing stories, right? And we know that those things are created through the movement, the combat, and the driving that's in the game, right? So this shows you can apply this to any game, and you should apply this to your own game. Because, and this is where the kicker comes in, players recognize this MDA model as well. They don't realize it, but they do. Because players experience the aesthetic that sets the tone of the game, which is created by the dynamics they themselves can observe, right? The killing targets, finishing races, etc., which in turn are created due to the mechanics that the player has some control over, right? So when you think about it like this, and when you know that players instinctively, without realizing it, recognize this model and recognize when a game doesn't follow the model, right? Because they'll say, this game is bad, because they feel like it's missing something. When you realize this, I want you to take away, if there's anything you're taking away from today, I want it to be this. When developing game concepts, you have to look at it from the perspective of your player. Now I can hear you say, well, duh, of course I have to look at it from the perspective of the player. But are you? Because when you do this, you are focusing on experience-based design, right? You are focusing on, okay, which aesthetic do I want my players to experience whilst they're playing my game? Based on what that is, based on the answer on that question, you will be able to determine, okay, which dynamics and which mechanics support that aesthetic, right? Doing this will also help you that if you do release your game, it'll help you avoid a problem where you're creating mechanics and dynamics and stuff, and you're kind of leaving the aesthetics as is, or as whatever they become. You are avoiding a problem where you put the game into players' hands or in testers' hands, and they say to you, oh, I was really scared during this section, and you're thinking to yourself, wait, what? That's not what I meant to have happened at all. Or vice versa, if you're making a horror game, I was totally not scared. Was I supposed to be scared here and there? And you're thinking to yourself, God, yes, of course you were, but why not, right? It's because you aren't focused on experience-based game design, okay? The opposite of this, the opposite of experience-based game design is feature. I'm gonna put on a new line. Feature-based game design. Okay. This is when you are saying, oh, I want to have guns, and I want to have checkpoints, and I want to have it be like a bullet hell, and I want to, I don't know, do what Enter the Gungeon did or something. I don't know, stuff like that. That's what you're saying at that point. And this could turn out okay, but the chance of that happening is very small. Okay. So when you are developing your game concept, focus on the experience. Focus on which aesthetic you want to create. And remember, there's 8 of them really well defined, right? Sensation, fantasy, narrative, challenge, fellowship, discovery, expression, and submission. Okay? Focus on that, because it'll save you so much time and effort. Okay? I've completely gone off script, but it's fine. I've gone rogue, and it's okay. But I do want to add a side note here. Massive side note. This is merely a basic summary of what the MDA model entails. There is so much more information here that it would take me 2 hours to get through just the MDA model. Okay? So I'm going to make a separate video on it, and that video will come up in the foreseeable future, or maybe in another stream we can take a deeper look at this. But I want you to know that this is a pretty inclusive summary that'll help you make better games. Okay, so know that. But again, I'll post the link to the original resource in the Discord channel, and then you can already look at it there. But yeah, we'll talk about this more in the future. So now we get to the last step. Okay, we have 1 done the X meets Y technique, right, to create some good basis on what our game should be. And then 2, we have looked at the MDA model and we've filled it in for our game, okay, for what we want it to be. And we've started at aesthetics, where we know which aesthetic we want to evoke from the player, and we have then based dynamics and mechanics on that aesthetic, right? But that leaves step number 3, right? Because we've got step 3, which is creating a core loop, right? This sounds a lot easier than it is, because it's not easy. Because if it was easy, then people would get it right all the time, and they don't. So, when you have applied your game concept to the MDA model, and you actually have something a bit more fleshed out, you can actually start looking at creating a loop, a core loop of your game. And this is the final step towards creating a game concept that you can actually finish and release, right? Rather than starting working on another project that you'll never release. So when looking at your core loop, we have to understand which actions the players are taking to constantly progress in the game, right? Core loop equals game progression, right? Or is very closely related anyway. So when we look at this for a game, let's say, oh, one of my favorites of all time, Roller Coaster Tycoon, we know that for that game, the core loop goes something like this. I know this from the top of my head because I have played this game to death ever since I was like 5. So you build attractions, right? Then you make more money. You make the park more attractive, and then you repeat. That's the core loop, right? If you keep doing that, you will at some point win the game, right? Whenever certain criteria are met, right? When we look at this for something completely different, also a game that I like quite a bit, Call of Duty Zombies, specifically zombies. I don't like anything else, but I like zombies. We know that the core loop for this is to kill zombies, right? To get points, to buy weapons, /open more rooms, to then repeat that until eventually we die because we fucked up a train somewhere, right? Now, one more example. When we look at this for Minecraft, this is a questionable example, but it's a good one. We know that one of the core loops, because it has multiple, one of the core loops is find materials, craft tools, find better materials, defeat monsters. God, it's very expensive. defeat monsters, find even better materials, craft even better tools. Oh god, better tools, which then repeats. Right, this is one of the core loops in Minecraft, and I'm gonna do a deep dive on Minecraft because it's a very interesting game design case. Because Minecraft is a special case where the core loop gets changed based on the playstyle of the player and the goal that they've established for themselves, okay? But again, different video. So when we look at these three games and we see their core loops, the core loop is essentially a summary of the goals and actions that the player takes in order to progress in the game, right? And the important thing here is that this has to continue in a loop to make sure the game keeps going, right? If the player comes to a point where they leave the loop, it means they've either won or lost the game. There is nothing else. There is nothing else except if the player leaves the loop to enter a different loop. That is okay. Then it's fine. But if that doesn't happen, then the player has either won or lost the game. Okay? Keep that in mind. So try setting this up for your own game concept so that you get a clear idea of how players progress through your game. But remember, this is merely a summary of how players progress, and this should be a moment where in your own mind you're spawning more questions like how quickly players progress, which challenges will they meet that's going to try to disrupt that core loop and either bring them to that lose or that win state. You know, those questions should then come up, okay? And I want to write it down here as well. When the player leaves the loop and they don't enter a different loop, they have either lost or won the game. There is no other option, right? Well, I say that, but technically speaking, the player could just Alt F4 the game and quit it entirely, and then they wouldn't have lost or won the game, I guess, but, you know, edge case. So, if you, because we got to conclude this now, because there's something very interesting that's about to happen in a second. If you want to stop being like most game developers, who start their development journey by diving into the engine way too quickly, after thinking of only like a half-baked narrative mixed with a weird fixation on open world, which will only lead to games not being finished, then you have to, well, you should try and use the X meets Y technique for the basis of your concept, then fleshing it out through the MDA model, after which you can also create a core loop to really make it a nice rounded package before you even jump into the engine. Because if you do those things and then you jump into the engine, there's so much you've already defined for yourself that you can work in a much more focused way, which leads to early results, which leads to more progress, more motivation, more progress, to eventually releasing your game. Okay? And with that, your chances of creating something that you can actually release will simply increase exponentially. So, based on that, I hope that you thought to yourselves, wow, this was a very interesting topic, and I hope that the people in the stream didn't feel too bullied. It's not my intention. I'm just here to spread the truth. No, I'm here to spread my experience in these things, and what I see that just it dissuades so many people of going into game development or continuing game development, and I think that's a real shame because it is a beautiful craft that anyone should have the chance of experiencing. Okay. So, and if you think to yourself, because I gotta do this because I wrote it down, if you think to yourself, wow, I would love to talk about more of these kinds of topics, or this topic in particular, then I would highly recommend joining the brand new Game Dev Topics Discord server through the link in chat, which I'll put in a second, or the link on the Twitch page is there, or if you're watching this as video, the link in the description down below. Okay? You can chat to me, you can chat to other developers, and we can have a nice big discussion on how to make you or to help you make the most successful games you can possibly make. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching to this Game Dev Topics. We're going to continue on stream with another aspect for those in the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Ring the bell, slap the subscribe button if you think I earned it. If not, that's all cool. And we'll see you next time. Okay? Alright, no, I'm not wrapping up. No, we're definitely continuing. But that was for the video. Sorry. Okay, let me save this real quick. God, I need a sip of water. Jesus Christ. How long did I talk for? 50 minutes-ish? Yeah, it's a YouTube video. Yeah. Okay, let's also not show my entire folder structure. That's strange. Okay, script editions. This is the... I'll sort some work stuff out. Well, Dota to Attitude, first off, welcome to the stream. Appreciate having you here. Is the other work stuff, is that... sort some work stuff out, right? I just made a to-do app in Angular. Okay. Yeah, they don't get the raw me. I just made it to do... Yeah. Hey, man. Work, as I've experienced it, is, in my case as well, is very much paying the bills, and allows you to keep working on your own projects, right? So, this work stuff is just to get the episodes on my machine running quick, but it's Sunday. It is a Sunday. You were completely right. I would do it on Monday. If you have that opportunity, I would do it on Monday. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Why you never finish your projects? Cool. Saved. Okay. So we can make that go away. Then I can click that button. Balls. Why does that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got the second thing lit up, which is today's topic. How's AAA games going? It's going really well. I started a new job on Friday, and I love it. The project I'm working on, I love it. I can't say anything, of course, because NDAs. But yeah, I've got some really cool colleagues, and I'm looking forward to working with them over the next next however much time I get to keep the job for. So people switch often, yeah. Especially at the start, you got to switch quite a few times. It's just simply how it is. Yeah, you got to find a place that's perfect for you. Thank you very much, Asa. You got to find a place that's perfect for you and find projects that you like to work on. Is it Half-Life 3? Anyway, next topic. Okay, so let's have a look-see. Oh shit, I forgot about the link. God damn it. Link. Where is it? So, as for the people in stream, as I said at the end of the video, I will paste the Discord link in the chat, which I've done. Oh god, which I've done now. There you go. If you wanted to join it, you can. No rush, no pressure. If you don't want to, all good. I personally also hate to join Discord, so I'm not active in. So, no, it's definitely not a matter of lack of experience. Hey, Don't Mind Arena, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate you. Yeah, so especially at the start is more because you can make definitely a lot of, like, from a wage perspective, you can make a lot of jumps at the start, right? Because you're young, you're very flexible. The level of risk you take switching jobs when you're young is most of the time significantly lower because you most likely won't have a partner yet and kids and a house and all those kinds of things that are simply just gonna hold you back, or it's gonna add to the risk, and so it's a lot easier to switch when you're young. As for lack of skills, yeah, I personally am still very, very hungry to learn a lot more things, and I noticed that in my previous job there wasn't much opportunity for that. And so I started looking around me, and I found my current employer, who is awesome, and they can offer me that level of development, right? So, that's why I made the move, and yeah, I hope that, because this is now my third move since I started working after university, I hope this is a solid place for the next few years. I really like that. And I'm gonna look to switch to a new one that also is going to be a switch. Yeah, so that's definitely a way to look at it, absolutely. Okay, so today, you're like 7 years in. Congrats, dude. You are well past being a veteran. You become veteran at 5 years, so I've got 2 more years to go. Which is also a thing that shows us that we have some issues in the game development industry, especially the AAA industry. Okay, So, but enough about that, because we are going to be doing the very first guidance session that we have on this stream, on this channel, on this everything. I'm also making this a video, so for those watching on YouTube, hello, hi, welcome, how are you? Because we're looking at Dopamine Arena, developed by Talon Zek, published by Dopamine Games, because they applied through the website, www.gamedevtopics.com, where they can get their personal project reviewed by me to gain feedback, to just get general insights, and to get a general sanity check, right, if they need that. Hey Janine, how are you? And we're going to look at that today. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I did close my Steam, so I'm going to reopen that again, because that is important. Now, where is Dopamine Arena? So, I spoke to Talon. I'm just going to call you Talon, if that's okay. I know you're in stream, so I'm just going to call you Talon, if that's okay. If it's not okay, let me know what else to call you. We talked over Reddit for a bit. Speaking of which, I'm going to turn myself to offline to not bother my friends with all the stuff that I'm doing. We talked a bit on Reddit, and Talon was good. Cool. Talon mentioned that he would like feedback on his game, which is inspired by Vampire Survivors. Now, upon hearing that, I bought Vampire Survivors. I played it for 4.5 hours. Oh, how time flies. And I had quite a bit of fun playing this, and I can definitely see a lot of the good things that Vampire Survivors did. Also some of the bad things they've done in terms of their game. But we're not looking at Vampire Survivors today. We're looking at Dopamine Arena. And so we're gonna jump into it in a moment. We're gonna first look at the store page. I'm gonna write up some feedback, and we'll just have a general discussion. Anyone in chat, feel free to follow along. Feel free to add your input, say the things you do or you don't like. This is essentially a safe space in which we can exchange constructive criticism in order to make better games together, right? So let's dive into the store page. And I'm going to keep the guidance session thing to my side so I can keep looking at it. Which means I do need to change the size of it so I can still see chat. Chat is far away from me. It's all the way over there. Okay, so Steam page. Talon, did you want feedback on your Steam page? Because I did include it in my document. But if you don't want it because it's not ready yet, then I'm happy to just move on to the game. It's totally fine by me. It's whatever you want. You booked the session, so I'm going to do everything. Sure. Okay, good. So, let's start looking at the trailer. I'm going to stop the music. We're going to turn up the volume of this. Let me check the audio output in Streamlabs. Make sure you guys can see everything. Yes, you can. Cool. Okay. All right. So, we're going to take a look at this. Oh, no, wait. I'm forgetting about something. Very important. I had to update the stream title. Make sure that's relevant. There we go. Okay. So, looking at the Steam page, there's a few things that I'm noticing right off the bat. So, I've been calling this game Dopamine Arena. Is that correct? Because I have a feeling it might be said differently. It is correct. Okay, cool. Okay, because my mind also thought it might be Dopamine Arena. It would be spelt wrong, but it's mostly because there's no space in between here. Very small thing this is, but you know, it's something I did notice. So looking at the trailer, let's start it at the start. Let's turn the volume up. Okay. Very first thing is a good thing. Namely that, yeah, you are showing what your game is. Now, you'd think to yourself, doesn't everyone do that? No. There's plenty of trailers on here that show splash screens and narrative intros for the first, 20 seconds before showing anything gameplay. This is good. Keep this up. One negative, not necessarily negative, one feedback point is there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And that's because I presume that this is kind of like one of the most busiest phases of the game, right? Where there's the most enemies on screen. In essence, that's okay because it shows the fun of the game. But there's also an argument to be said for building up your trailer, right? So first starting with like only like the little center guy with a few enemies around and kind of like a few bullets flying around. And then like quickly within a few seconds building that up towards like, you know, more intense stuff. So there is a lot going on which is not introduced or built up. So it could take a few seconds to get used to what is going on, right? So that's something there. Rest of the trailer. Okay. Okay. Just need to put on this for a second. Okay. Good thing. The trailer is under 30 seconds. Thank God for that. Unless you're some kind of like AAA production and you can afford to make it 2.5 minutes, don't do that. Keep it under 30 seconds. Make sure that I'm not wasting my time. And with me, I mean the customer. One of the things I didn't understand at the end, but that might be because I just haven't played the game yet. All the way at the end, is the red bar the health bar? Because the health bar seems full, and then all of a sudden it's empty and the player dies, right? So I'm just wondering to what degree that is clear. But this is nitpicky, so yeah, it might be something. It might be something you want to look at, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Anyway, that's the trailer, right? And we could keep this nice and short because the trailer was nice and short and packaged, and it shows what the game has to offer, right? So 30 seconds, very good. So the images. Let's look at the images. This looks good. It shows an alternative scene. This is good. This shows me one of the game systems, right, where I can upgrade stuff in order to, get better at the game or to last longer. This is very good. I like that. This is short text. Yeah. Also, there's drilling going on again, which is lovely. Why always today? So for this one, I'd say that there's a lot of small text on the screen. There is a good point about the "you lived" part. God, Jesus. I'm working here. Yeah, so the "you lived" part obviously shows that there is a positive thing. There's a win condition. But the rest of the text is really small. So for a game screenshot, it's not bad. It's not amazing. Yeah, it's on the even. This is a great one. This is a really good one. Because this again shows a part of the core loop that you're going through, right? Are you a AAA dev or a 10-time engineer? Yes. I guess so. But I am a AAA dev. That is true. Technically speaking. Yeah, no, this is a really great one. It shows another part of the core loop where you're leveling up to do stuff, okay? So that's very good, and I think there's one more. Yeah, there's one more. So this as well, yeah, it's an okay image. It's a bit empty, the last one. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a bit empty, the last one. Especially down here, it's a bit empty. But it does show what you're doing in the game. So, I don't have major points about the game's images. Hey, Kasip06, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you. It was not a meme title. No, yeah, no, I do work for a AAA developer. That is definitely true. Okay, so moving on to the next bit, the game description, which is this section here. Don't Mind Arena is a bullet heaven roguelite. Simple controls and auto-firing weapons put the focus on leveling up and making good choices to survive the onslaught of enemies. Very good. Earn coins to increase the stats of your character, discover the weapons and items that pair together. Okay, so I think this is a very good description. I really do think so. The only small point I have is that these two last sentences don't flow very well. You could make it a combined sentence that just flows a little better than it does as two separate sentences. That's my only thing. Tags. Yeah, I think this is fine. It is 2D. It's a bullet hell. It's an action roguelike. Yeah, I think it's fine. Casual. I'm not sure if that's entirely the case, but we'll find out when we play the game. Okay, and then the last section, which is about this game, which is down here. Yeah, good GIF to show the gameplay. The goal in Dope Mine Arena is to survive for 15 minutes. Choose your weapons and items to help you survive the onslaught, and weapons fire automatically, no aiming required. Again, this is more sentence flow than the content, which is wrong because there's nothing wrong with the content. It's just sentence flow. This second GIF. Okay, all right. Yeah, looks fine. Looks pretty impressive because there's a really big dude and there's all these small dudes, so it always makes you wonder, okay, what's going on there? Discover the secret weapon upgrades. Find new weapons through play. Unlock increasing power as you progress. Yeah, seems fine. Many weapons and secondary combinations. Level up and choose wisely. Each one will be different. Find the best combinations and hope you roll well. So there's a bit of RNG involved in this. Okay, it's good to inform players of that. Yeah, my name on Steam is indeed Good Boy, because I am the goodest boy. It's simple as that. Yeah, very good. Okay, and then over time, there's details come soon. That's fine. System requirements: Windows 7 processor. Yes, have one. Okay. There are some standard templates that you can use for the system requirements. They are online. You just have to Google recommended system requirements for publishing a game on Steam, and that you'll find a forum post or something on there. So that's fine. Okay. All right. I don't have any major feedback on this. I say we play the game. Yeah. Okay. Let's play it again. Let's have a look. I should mention, for the sake of the video, I think I'm supposed to mention this. This is a feedback session, but I did receive the key for free. So technically speaking, it's sponsored, I guess. I'm not receiving any money, but I did receive the key for free. So I'm not sure if that falls under sponsored content. But if it does, then here's your heads up. So there you go. Anyway, in library. In library we go. We click play. And that's going to do something for us. I hope. It should do. Also, Talon, did you make this in... Oh, God. Allow. Did you make this in Unity or Unreal or Godot or GameMaker or any of the other ones that are out there? Nice. Language select. Good job. Something I don't often see. Unity. Okay, cool. Oh, there's quite a lot here. Okay, I wasn't expecting this much, to be honest. With Playmaker. Gotcha. Playmaker is excellent. I like visual coding styles. Settings. Let's see what's in there. Ah, okay. Display options. Okay, I'm a fan. Delete player data is cool. Back to languages again. Oh, okay. The back button doesn't work, though, when I did that, so just so you know. But there's a report bug button, so excellent. Submit score, leaderboard. Scores will be posted manually for now. Top 3 listed here. Click button for more. Leaderboard. Oh, that opens up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, gotcha. So for those that can't see it, let me show it. It opens up Steam page, which shows the manual posted times. So then there's upgrades, which, yeah, I've got no money, but I can upgrade them here. And you can restart that progress, okay? And then there's unlocks, which, again, I don't know because I haven't played yet. Credits. There you go. Right, and you can buy a coffee for the dev. Okay, all right, so, very cool. Like Asa mentioned, there are indeed a lot of buttons. In terms of the UX, we want to make sure that 2 buttons always stand out. And for some cases, 3 buttons always stand out. Namely the play button, the quit button, and the settings button, right? Right now, and I'm not sure if this is just... Okay, right now the credits button is highlighted. I'm not entirely sure why, but it is. Yeah, I would, in my opinion, always focus on making sure the play button, the quit button, and the settings button are as clearly located as possible, okay? So I'm going to write that down to make sure that that is a thing. Always put focus on the 3 most important buttons. 3 most important buttons, namely play, settings, and quit. Okay. All right. How the system is for the control user. I haven't put logic into test for a control server. No, for now it just assumes there is one. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. If we could play. It is loading. Please use this progress bar that will helpfully do nothing and then rush to completion in the last couple of seconds. Nice. Where did it say development build? I didn't see that. Okay, we've got a few. Manuel Durham, or Manuel Durham, which is a crit of plus 15%. We've got Nicholas Bryan, pickup radius of plus 3. And we've got Asher Hayes, which has a cooldown of minus 5%. Bottom right. Oh, yeah, it does say that. Yeah, good point. Who are we picking? We'll do the pickup radius. I found it in Vampire Survivors. I really liked the higher pickup radius. Oh, what's this? Fire Spire. A gout of flame and circles around you. Damage 0.2. 0.02. Cooldown 4. Duration 4. I'm going to presume this is only seconds, except for the damage number. Love Bug. A virus that damages enemies and heals you. Damage 1. Heal 0.1. Cooldown 1. Okay. Too much read. I'm a zoomer. Stink Bomb. Corrosive clouds of gas. Damage 0.2. DPS 2. Duration 6, cooldown 6. So I think in terms of, again, in terms of UX, I think it's better to have the descriptive, like the corrosive clouds gas, on the left-hand side below the name, and then have the statistics on the right, like just listed like that. It makes it easier to read. Let's go with the Fire Spire for now. And then I think because we instantly reached level 2, we'll 4D printer, don't ask, projectiles +1. Oh, this looks cool. IQ Vine. Attached to your head, experience plus 10%. Okay. Okay. Can I pause again? Yes, I can. Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can destroy those guys. Ah, okay. Oh, no. I gotta position myself better. Oh, shit, I took a hit. Die. And I'm gonna anticipate where it starts. Way, there we go. Okay. Boomstick shoots to each side with knockback, damage 3, cooldown 3. Yeah, so you only so this is very much a idle idle bullet, like you are the bullet hell, so to say. Yeah, that's right. Die. Also, cool music. Forceful item cooldown from a greater distance. Wander about plus materials and circle you. Damage 2, 6. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for an extra projectile. Good move. There you go. This is what happens when you have spicy tacos. Oh, hey, big guy. Oh no, no, tree. Oh, there's a big guy. We've been trying to come to you. Duration plus 10%. Let's lower the cooldowns. No! Don't kill me. Come on. Burn! Burn! Okay, I have some notes. Yeah, I like the characters and I like the animation, but I do have a note on the movement. So, movement. The movement feels very slow, which I think is intentional because you can probably upgrade it over time. However, I guess it's more on the camera than the movement. Let me showcase. When I move around, so when I move to the left, the camera comes along with me, right? It's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. When I then, if I'm in a safe place, when I then move to the right, please watch this, the camera instantly follows along. Whoa, big guy alert. The camera instantly follows along, right? It feels a little jarring. It feels too sudden. A lot of games, and this is especially prevalent in platformers, they make sure that the camera has this slight interpolation going on, right? So instead of instantly going from 0 to 100, let's say 100 is the movement speed of the camera, it goes from 0 to 100 over 0.1 or 0.15 seconds, right? To just give it that nice upstart feeling. In general, it'll make your game feel a lot more smooth, and it'll make the play experience, especially the movement, feel a lot better. Okay, so try experimenting with that and seeing if that leads to better play experience. I definitely think it could. But that's it for now. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so, whoa, big guy. Oh, big guy fires like, oh, hey, hello. Gym Candy, no one is testing movement speed plus 10. Stink Bomb, Wonder, I'm gonna go for movement speed plus 10. Yeah, there you go. Whoa, that's a lot of guys. Nah, you won't get me. Now I just gotta find my way that I can walk beside them. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Would you look at that? There you go. If we can keep training him around like this. Yeah. There you go. So this is very good. Yeah, that is definitely also a thing. But at the same time, I understand why. Because in a game like this, where literally 0.1 matters for making the right or wrong move, you don't want to take away the vision of the player whilst they're playing, right? No. But this is very good, because the intended gameplay dynamic is instantly created. Training around groups of enemies to kill them slowly and gain experience to level up to kill them faster, etc. So the core loop is clear. Good job. You've done a good job there. Let's see. Let's heal me. Yeah. Ooh, there's a fucking black hole over there. Damn. Come on, die. I would say the healing feels pretty fast. Which is good for me because it means it can last longer. But I know that in Vampire Survivors it's definitely a lot slower. That's right, get burnt to shit. So, yeah, magnet, there we go. I'm gonna get a magnet. There we go. Okay, a pea shooter, a force pool, or a boomstick. Let's do the pea shooter. Let's add an extra. Oh, another one. Plasma Rang. Bounce between you and a random enemy. The damage is 2, cooldown 0. Okay. Let's do that. Oh no! Oh no! God, the pain. Okay, right, come on, we can do this. We can get through this. There you go. Nice. So, adding the knockback on the boomstick was a good idea. Definitely a good move there. There we go. Nice, very good. So I'm just wondering if I upgrade the boomstick. Okay, yeah, it does upgrade like that. I do like the music. It does feel a little out of place, but it's really because it's placement. I'm going to assume that it's placement. Oh, the music is too loud? Ooh, actually, instead of changing that, let me change this, because it's available. There you go. Resume. Oh, that's a pretty intense... That's a pretty intense drop, okay. No! The hogs. Oh, what the hell is that big guy? Ow! Stop it! No! Oh god, that was nearly my death. Jesus Christ. So yeah, those trees are good, but they should be bigger. I did not realize I was stuck on one for the first few seconds. So that's definitely something I would say. Okay. Oh god. Oh yes, okay. Let's do the super serum. So get some extra... Yeah, look at that regen going. Now there's another thing, and I'm not entirely sure if this is a good or a bad thing. Oh no. Oh, it's another big guy. Jesus Christ. Is that even bigger than the last guy? Let's do more movement. Yeah. So in Vampire Survivors, the health bar of the character is placed right below the character in the play space, right? Which means that whenever I'm looking at my character, I can see my health bar, which is a good thing because it means I don't have to have my eyes wander away from what is most important on the screen, right? However, in Vampire Survivors, what you get is that sometimes there are so many enemies on screen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That there's so many enemies on screen that they actually cover up your health bar, which becomes problematic because obviously, you know. Let's do another Fire Spire. Because obviously you want to be able to see your health bar. So in that sense, Dopamine Arena does not have that problem because the health bar. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The health bar is at the bottom of the screen. But that does then introduce the problem of ow, something's shooting at me. That does introduce the problem of, okay, I need to look away from the character in order to see what my health is like, which isn't always desired. Let's do another pea shooter upgrade. Ow. They're bullying me. They're bullying me like I bully other people. Oh god, there we go. Alright. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, and again, it's a good thing that the yeah, okay, yeah. It's a good thing. Oh. What happened? Oh no, what happened? Okay, so, okay. I do not know what killed me just then. I think it was a projectile from somewhere, but I don't know from where the projectile came, or what it was, or who shot it. I walked into a boss attack. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So in terms of the visual clarity there, I think that needs improvement, because I died all of a sudden. Or at least what felt to me as all of a sudden, right? So if I now go into upgrades, I've got 7 money. Okay, I don't have any. I don't have any money for upgrades. But okay, let's do it again. So far, I think you've made a good game that has a clear core loop, in which you can progress, and maybe at some point win the game. I think there's a win state. I'm gonna guess there is one. So that is good. You have the names, they randomize. Okay. Jackson Pierce, plus 15% XP. Let's do it. Splatter Cats, brainwashed kitties with explosives. You monster. Damage 6, cooldown 6. Okay. So for the sake of these types of games, there we go. Yeah, let's do another one. For these type of games, instead of saying 6 damage, say 60 damage, right? Something of the kind. It just makes things feel a little more impressive. It's just how it is. Alright. Die. Yes. Oh, can I slip through this? Yes, I can. Nice. Send out my kitties. Okay. Let's get an extra projectile. Let's get an extra kitty. Yeah, look at those explosive kitties go. Kill. There we go. MF Pally time. A bubble protects you from damage. Okay. Cannibal Blast. Time to open it. Damage plus 10%. Let's do that. Let's do some extra damage. There we go. Oh, hello, big man. Yes, right. Get killed. Yeah, that upgrades. Plus 1 damage. Area plus. Okay. That seems fair enough. Nice. Yeah, that does a lot of extra damage, actually. That really helps. Come on, kill. Kill my kitties. Oh, you went the wrong way. Damn it. Okay. Extended warranty. I'm going to pull things in from a greater distance. Ow. nice. That was a lot of stuff gained. There we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's get the pea shooter again. I feel like it was pretty good. Oh, there you go. Oh, big guys have spawned. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. So, is there a way to show the damage numbers? Oh, the purple things are good, not bad. Okay, well, I thought they were bad. So, yeah, that requires a little bit of a visual update. I'm gonna go to one now, because I saw one earlier. I'm gonna go there. Oh, if I can actually make this. Oh, God. That was a tight squeeze. Can I actually get into it now? Where was it again? Was it back here? Oh, it's over there. Shit, I won't be able to do it like this, will I? I need to bring them all the way up here before I can go back down again. Do you have any tips for someone with a lot of ideas and decision paralysis? Hey, Starberry. Welcome to the stream. If you hang around for just 5 to 10 minutes, I'll get into your question right there and then, okay? Because I think you have a very good question, and I think it requires a little bit more of my focused attention, okay? Alright, cool. Thank you very much. Also, I'm not a fan of the font. I think the font is okay. Well, okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with the font, per se, because it's, thank God, it's readable. You're already one step ahead of most pixel art games that use this terrible pixel font which you can't read. But I think it's more about how the text is displayed on each of the buttons, okay? I think, Talon, I think there's probably some research you want to do in terms of just general UX and general focus on where players look during when they're reading menus, stuff like that. I believe, yeah, the human brain can only focus or only keep 7 pieces of information in their brain at any one time, kind of like your cache, right? Yeah. When doing stuff like this, it is very hard to disseminate which pieces of information I need to keep in my brain and which ones are not as important, right? So try to look into that and try to think of that, because I think that's one of the big things around the menu buttons. It's nice to meet you too, Starberry. I'm happy to have you here. Okay, so let's do some Wonder Bots. I don't think we did those previously. Let's also upgrade my pea shooter. Am I gonna upgrade again? Oh, almost. Oh God, where am I gonna get out? Yay, nice, the Wonder Bots did it. Yeah, that's right, get wrecked. Bam. Let's do the Super Serum. Yeah, what I was going to say about the damage numbers earlier. They're not just there for good looks, right, and for experience. They're there for much more. The damage numbers give me, as the player, an indication of how much health each enemy has. Which means that if I know my pea shooter does 2 damage per shot, and I know that a certain enemy has 10 health, right, because I've deducted it based on keeping track of how many damage numbers popped up until they died, that means that I can then figure out what viable paths I can take through crowds of enemies, right? Because that means that I know... Oh man, these Wonder Bots are nice, they're very good. It means I know that if my pea shooter, for example, has just been on cooldown and it's going to fire any minute, and I need to break through a line of enemies, and there's an enemy there that has 10 health points, because I know that because I tracked it earlier, then I know that that's a viable path for me. It creates new opportunities for me. So that's why I would always... Oh, no! That's why I would always opt for having damage numbers in these types of games. Yeah, that's right, kitties. Go get them. Oh yeah, here's a purple thing. Yeah! Okay, so these are like the loot boxes from Vampire Stars. Okay, yeah. If there's stuff like loot boxes, you don't have to make them boxes per se. But visually, this kind of a deep purple, it resonates a lot with the purple to the left on the screen there with the big enemy. So I make the connection that it's a thing that's going to harm me. So that's just a heads up. Nice, get wrecked by my Wonder Bots. Okay, I'm trying to get the hang of this game. Oh, there's another one here. Come on, go around. Oh, there's another one over there. Let's go. Yes, I've got more upgrades. A small feature request. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not there yet, but show me which, like, what I'm getting in terms of upgrades. I know these are upgrades, but show me what it's upgrading, right? And what it's doing for me. I think that would help a lot. All right, let's get another one. Yeah, an extra. Ooh, ow, that was a big hit from the boss. Okay. There you go. Get wrecked. Yeah, my kitties are doing it. Oh, man. Okay, now it's getting hectic. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Nope, don't think so. You ain't hitting me. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Let's do the fire spout. Ooh. Yes. Gets burnt. Oh no, don't burn me. Don't do that. There you go. There you go, get wrecked. Okay, alright. Yeah. Oh no, you're bad. Go away. Yeah, I think you have a solid game here. I have the same, or I have similar concerns with this as I have with Vampire Survivors, which is, okay. Nice, okay. When you have gameplay like this, you need to make sure you have multiple stages, as in multiple different levels, and at some point more and more weapons and upgrades and stuff like that you combine in different ways to really create an experience that can last for at minimum 2 hours, which is at which point you pass the Steam refund threshold. But ideally, with a game like this, I actually don't know what the average playtime is for these type of roguelites. But you know, if you can, I don't know, reach average playtime of 3-4 hours, I think you'd be really solid. Absolutely, I think you've got a really nice game here. Also, Talent, if you have any specific questions, ask away. This is the moment. And of course, you can still reach me through Reddit and Discord, of course. Oh, there's a big boss. That's a big guy. Oh, he's the one shooting shit. Okay. Well, how about I thump you with my Wonderbots? That's right. Don't take that out of context. Yes. No. Is there a way? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie. Is there a way I can dodge the projectiles from the boss? Because I have a feeling I can't. But you can progress enough to see the overtime mode. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna die any minute now. Oh, God, yeah, the next bullet's gonna kill me. Oh, he's over there. No! Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is there a way I can touch the projectiles? So I do want to see the overtime mode, but I have a feeling it's going to take me longer. So, for Starberry. It's an interesting game. I'm no expert in game, but I would like to see levels in it and a sense of progression, though the increased amount of enemies helps with that too. The item not dodgeable, which was a design decision from one of the defensive items to be important. Gotcha. Okay. I think... I don't think it's a bad decision. It just means that the bubble upgrade is essentially mandatory, because I couldn't regen my health faster than I was getting shot, which means that I knew that my time was limited, right, before I would die. Which equally means that I'm always going to have to be forced to pick the bubble, but if the game doesn't offer me the bubble, then I might have to cut short a run simply for the RNG working against me. Or at least not working in my favor. So that is something that I would think about, right? If you really want to make it mandatory that you cannot dodge the bullets, because you could also make it really difficult to dodge the bullets, right? There's a consideration to be made there. Yeah, if you really want to make it mandatory, make sure that you also think of, okay, to what degree do I want to force that? The bubble is very, very good, but after you have taken health and healing abilities, it's not mandatory, I think. Okay, I'd love to see that in a second. I'm going to do one more playthrough in a second. But for Starberry, real quick, because I don't want to keep you waiting forever. That'd be rude. I'm a bit of a newbie dev. Do you have any advice for someone with a lot of ideas and decision paralysis? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm organizing. No, I know, but I did say 10 minutes, and it's been roughly 10 minutes. So, I'm organizing which tip to give you. In my personal opinion, because I've been exactly where you are, absolutely, and I still am there nowadays sometimes. It just happens. It's inherent to what we do as game developers. My recommendation would be to first know that most likely the first 20 things you make aren't going to be great. Don't take that personally, and definitely don't take that as a failing, because it's not. It's absolutely not a failing. What it means is that we need to build up enough experience throughout the 20 things we make to realize what is good and what is bad, right? You can't do that from day one. Because essentially, it's still frustrating. It definitely, yes, I understand it's frustrating, but there's a, okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna say. So, when we look at people like, who can I use best for this? When we look at people like Gabe Newell, or I am shamefully forgetting the creator of Super Mario Brothers. Oh, I'm a despicable mess. Yeah, the guy that made Super Mario Brothers. I feel dirty. When we look at people like that, who are arguably... Oh, Concerned Ape. Concerned Ape is a very, very good one. Yes, very good. When we look at people like that, those people aren't specifically super talented in what they do. That is not the case. The only thing that they've done that you haven't done, or that I haven't done, or that anyone else in this yes, thank you, Miyamoto, or anyone else in this room hasn't done, they have simply failed more times than we have. Right? So, the only thing they've done that we haven't done is that they failed more times than we have. Because to people like them, and this must have happened subconsciously, definitely not consciously, to them, their failures were moments to learn and to understand what went right, what went wrong. When we start getting scared or frustrated by failure, we are putting an extra roadblock in the way for ourselves to reach the point of a Miyamoto or a Concerned Ape or whoever else you want to follow as an example. Hey Starberry, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. We are blocking ourselves because, well, yeah, we got to make sure that when we want to achieve something, when we want to achieve a hobby, you have to love the process, right? If you want to become, let's say, really good at playing the guitar because you like to be on stage and you like to rock out to thousands of people in Wembley, you have to love the process of practicing for thousands of hours and writing your own songs or doing really good covers of other songs in order to get there. Because if you don't do that, and you do somehow end up at Wembley, and you do play there, then after that, that goal is gone, right? If you make one really good game, because that's been your focus, because you wanted to get famous and make a lot of money or whatever, then that goal stops, because you didn't enjoy the process of getting there, right? And that starts from the very start. That starts with the first 20 terrible things you make. It starts right there. You have to love making things that suck in order to understand what doesn't suck. It's as simple as that. It sounds a little philosophy type stuff, but it's definitely advice that was given to me a few years ago, that I've been able to pass around since then. And personally, for every new developer, even for every experienced developer, you have to continue to fail to know what success looks like. yeah, it is that simple. I get it because I'm a more practiced artist, and it's taken little years of bad art to get to the goodish art. Yes, yes. If you are indeed an artist, yes, you will perfectly know that struggle. Um, Between those ways. Yes, 10,000 hours rule also very much applies. Yeah, no, I'm happy that you like the feedback and the advice. It's something that I also like to give. Um, but yeah, if you're an artist, you 100% understand. If I take a notepad that's to the right of me here, and I take a pen and I start, I don't know, drawing a person, I am not an artist. I'd love to learn how to draw someday, but it's not on my priority list at the moment. I know that it's going to suck, and I know I'm going to have to make hundreds, if not thousands, of other drawings to understand what something looks like when it doesn't suck, right? And so, yeah, you got to go through that process. It's that simple. If you really want to be good at something, you have to love the process. But I would love to see some of your art. If you're happy to share it, if not, totally fine. But if you're happy to share it, I'd love to see some of your art. I'm always interested in that kind of stuff, and I hope that helps. So there you go. 10,000 hours, yeah. They always say you need 10,000 hours to be really good at something, and I think that's true. If I grab the calculator at the moment, and this is going to sound a little whack. If I grab the calculator at the moment, let's see, how many years have I been game developing for? Six. We'll go for 6. It's a little more than 6, but it's 6. If we say that for 80% of those, nah, even less. If for 70%, no, even less. Hold on. For 45% of those 6 years, right? So 6 times 365 times 0.4. That's 876 days times not 24 hours times 8 hours, really, because that is besides a job, besides an education, besides social life. Are links allowed? Should I join the Discord if I'm not in the limit? I'm not sure what you mean by the limit, but yeah, you should absolutely, if you want to, you can absolutely join the Discord. I'll post you a link real quick, because that's coolio. Also, Dota, thanks for joining Discord. I just saw it. You are awesome. Let me copy, and then, God, so many programs open. Here you go. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I haven't done anything to allow people who have reached a limit to also join my Discord. I don't know how I do that. I've got no idea. But yeah, if you want to join Discord, you absolutely can. The link's there. But yeah, so 876 days out of the last 6 years times 8 hours, right? Because that's besides an education and besides a social life. You have to have nitro or a boosted limit. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't have either. I'm sorry. We know that I've done game development or game design in some form for 7,008 hours up to now. Yeah, no NFTs. We don't do that shit here. 7,008 hours. My God, how life has a way of progressing, eh? And I'm still so young. God damn it. Okay, so that means I need at least 3,000 more hours before I could even somewhat consider myself to be any good at game development or game design in general. Yeah, things take a long time, but it's worth it. If you love the process, it's worth it. So there you go. Anyway, back to Domain Arena, because I want to have one more playthrough, and I want to reach the overtime mode, because I know that Talon did an overhaul of it, so I want to see what that is, how it works, and what happens. Because I read some stuff about it in your Reddit post, Talon. Should have bought an upgrade, yeah. Okay, right. So, and then after this, because I've got about another hour before the stream comes to an end. After this, I'm happy to look at someone else's game who's in chat, if you're there. But I've also got some things lined up on the background that we can also go through and kind of like give feedback on. If anyone has any questions, ask away. We'll discuss it after I've completed this round. Okay? Thoughts on Discord? Awesome. You are awesome. Let me take a quick look before we get started. There we go. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. Oh, Okay, I will definitely provide some feedback afterwards. I'm by no means a practiced artist, but from a just a consumer's perspective, I'm happy to always provide some feedback. And I have picked up some art things over the years. Um, this is really dope. I love the really friendly, cutesy style that it has. This is really, really cool. Love it. Okay, well, we'll look at it in a second, okay? Um, cool. So we've got Joseph Hubbard. We've got Dallas Golden. Dallas Golden. Nice. And we've got Spicer Michael. Should it say Spencer or is Spicer right? I don't know. We're going to take the health regen guy. I feel like that's going to help us get somewhere. Let's take the stink bombs. Let's get going. Here we go. We instantly upgraded. We're going to also take the force pull because it's very good. Alright, where's the stink bombs at? There you go. Get damaged, the guy. Get stinked. Yeah. I'll have to go through names list. Yeah, don't worry about it. It happens. Alright, come on. Stink bombs, go. There you go. Nice. That's very good. There we go. We gotta upgrade. Just one more. Right, if I stay somewhere here, I can aim. There you go. Yeah, I can aim the stink bombs to destroy those guys to the back. Very nice. Right. Yes. Okay. Let's take the pea shooter for some extra damage. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. The pea shooter is pretty good. I like the pea shooter. Okay, let's also take the boomstick because it was very good last time. Boomstick go, yeah. Boomstick go again. Boomstick go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Look at us upgrading. I seem to have lost music, so I'm not sure if that's intended, Talon, but it seems to have happened. I'm not sure when it happened, though. I did a lot of alt-tabbing, so, you know. Okay, let's take the bubble this time as well, so that we can survive for longer. Oh, you can hear the music. Oh, I can't. Wait, what the hell? Interesting. I have somehow bugged out my, Oh, it might actually be my headphones. Hold on. Oh, yeah. No. It appears that you guys can hear music. I just can't. Cool. Okay, let's take the... Oh, no, now I can hear the music. There we go. Okay. Have you try turning on and off again. Let's take an extra stink bomb projectile. Yeah, there we go. Now I can hear stuff again. Coolio. Nah, I don't think so. Buddy boy. Okay. Come on, get closer. Yes, right. Eat my stink. Also don't take that out of context. Oh, there's a big guy again. Yes. Because now the trick is, I have to train him around long enough. To the point where we can collect some of that juicy experience. There you go. Oh, let's take these guys all through the stink. Oh, look at them all dying. Yes. Nah, you don't get me. You don't. Oh, there's another big guy. Come on, big guy. Try to catch me. Ooh. You tried, but you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. There you go. Alright, lovely. Ooh, God. Oh, let's get the extra boomstick. Let's try to get this. There we go. Nice, we got 3 upgrades. Let's go. And some extra money. Oh, I should have upgraded some skills. Damn, I didn't do that. God. Barely survived that. Let's get the love bug. Let's get an extra weapon that's gonna allow us to recharge our health a bit. Oh no. Come on, guys. Come get me. This is easy right now. Right, let's get this magnets. The magnets could be a little bigger. They're a little small. get a bigger area on the stink bombs. Let's... nice. I like the critical role reference. That's very good. I'm pretty sure you won't get in trouble for this either. Yeah, I like the critical role reference. Very nice. It's a small thing, but I like it. How do you want to do this? Crit plus 10. Yes, let's go. Very good. I like that. Right, stink bombs, go. Yes, I'm critting. Let's go. Whoa. Oh, right. Okay, so that's what happens. Okay, so when I'm going to put this bug to the test, because I'm not entirely sure if this is what actually happened or not. So I'm going to actually take this for a minute. Upgrade my pea shooter. Oh god, big guy with swords coming. And I'm going to inevitably get hit by him. Yep, okay. So when I... Oh, nice. Oh, okay, that was a cool... let's just take the super serum to further protect myself. Yeah, when I get hit and when the bubble spawns, my character kind of like gets forcibly moved a little bit, which feels a little odd. It feels jarring. So try to look into that if you can, because it feels like I'm moving without my control, which is something you want to avoid at all cost. Yeah, definitely something you want to avoid at all cost. There we go. Let's take the splatter kitties as the last ones. Let's upgrade the super serum. Splatter cats. Shoot out the splatter cats. There we go. Nice. Okay, I feel like this is a good run. I feel like we got something nice going on here. Oh, yep, there you go. Nice. The bubble lasts a proper amount of time. I like that. I like that quite a bit. I think it's a good thing. There we go. Look at my kitties go. Kitties go! There you go. Look at them go. Look, there's exploding shit. Oh, there's another magnet. Let's go. Let's go do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Slightly detoured. No, damn. I just can't. Oh, yeah, no, I got the magic. The magnet. Let's get the bigger pull area. That's always good. Alright, come on. Oh, this is tough. Oh, God. That was a tight squeeze. Oh, big guy comes close real quick. Yeah, I like the hogs. The hogs do feel a little out of place in terms of, like, theming. But they do feel nice because they kind of change up the play a little bit, right? They're literally the reason why I can't just keep running in circles. They are the reason, because they will mess something up. They're the irregularity, if you will. And that adds to challenge. Yeah, let's get higher movement speed to run away from this guy. Oh, hey. That's right, he can't. Oh, shit, he can't reach me. No. Can't reach me. Oh, no, the main guy is here. Let's try to kill him ASAP. Come on. Let's get him. There you go, nice. Let's keep getting him. Yes, he's dead. Nice, okay. Oh, wow, that was all of them dead. Yeah, that's because of the dynamite. Again, so for anything that you can pick up, except for the XP is the proper size. Oh, shit. However, the magnet and the boomstick and anything else like that, a bigger size would be nice. Shit, there's another one of those bosses that's shooting shit at me. Okay, let's try to find him. Let's see where he is. Oh no, this is going to be a squeeze. There we go. Very nice. Here he is. Yes. Get shot by my cat. By my cats. There we go. Nice. When does Aldiblis has notes? Yeah, that sounds good. When does the overhaul? When the overtime? When does that approach? When does the overtime start? Oh no, tree. Yeah, also double the size on the trees and stuff. They equally need a size increase. If not for their noticeability, then definitely for the fact that my character is currently the same size as this large-looking tree. Hey, there's a thingy. Nice, 2 super serum upgrades. Let's go. Let's increase the crit chance. Let's increase the crit chance again. Oh no! Oh no! Hogs. Okay, God. That was scary. That was scary. Nice. Yeah, you've definitely got a solid game loop here. I am trying very hard to find something. Besides the things I already mentioned. You've got a good game loop going on here. Definitely. Hey, there's another loot box thing here. Nice, more super candy, or gym candy. Yeah, if you have to win twice to unlock. You play with on a second win. Gotcha, and I haven't won yet, so okay. I'm definitely happy to continue that in the next stream, because I also want to give a chance to some other games to get some feedback, if that's okay by you. Oh no, hogs! Get away! Run away! Nice, more stink bomb upgrades. What are the max level on the weapons? I'm wondering what that is. Ooh, ouchie. There you go. That's right. Come on, big boss. There you go. You're dead. You're dead. Just like that. My kitties are destroying stuff. Also, is there a reason why it's on the second win? Is there a reason for that? Let's do some more speed. Speed so I can even quicker run around them. Which will definitely help me. First win unlocks a weapon. Gotcha. And when does the first win happens? When does it happen for the first time? Shit, I couldn't pick up the boomstick. Damn it. I tried to do that. 15 minutes? Okay, that's 5 minutes from now. Okay. We got this. Oh, there's another boomstick here. Boom. Just like that. Oh, guess what? We're going to do it again. Boom. Just like that. Get wrecked. Robot monsters. Ooh, God. That got tricky. Okay. So yeah, the bubble is definitely helping me a lot. Then again, the 5 upgrades in the super serum, very helpful. And I think I could even do it without the bubble, but it's very good nonetheless. Nice, some more upgrades. Boom again. Woo. Oh, this is tricky. Gotta push my way through. There we go. Nice. Yeah, okay. Okay. Is there any questions from people in chat? Maybe to Talon? Maybe questions about things I've said? Let's do this one. I think there's some things that could take it up a notch. Great job, those. So Starberry, which things do you think could take it up a notch? I'm very curious to hear that, actually. Let's do this, Bloodcat. Let's do another critical roll. Look at all those crit signs. Yes. I am ruining all of them. I'm destroying their lives. Yeah, I think you got a really solid game here that could simply just be released. I'm not sure which price you're thinking. Wouldn't price it too high because you're going to end up alienating people. I think sticking close to a price of around Vampire Survivors, I think that'd be very good. I think it'd do a really solid job at that point. Yeah, I think this could be a really good release. To have it on your name, to have the experience from the start to finish process, to make some DLC maybe even. I think this game suits that quite a bit. And then take it up a notch and see what else you can create. I think this is really good for that. Absolutely. I think this is a really solid start. Yeah, I'm shooting for exacting prices. Yeah, okay, yeah. Seems like a solid move. Because Vampire Survivors was, or is, very successful, by all means. I'm wondering if that success is going to last or if it's initial uptick, but curious to see. Oh, no. Ow. No. Stop pushing me into the crowd. The bubble really saved me there. Oh, without a bubble, I would have been in a really bad place. Alright, come on. Die, my friends. Well, you're not my friends, but, you know. Ooh, let's get some of that free XP. I think movement speed could be improved. There's also an upgrade that was add some difficulty, so I'm unsure. Yeah, so we talked about this a little earlier, where we're thinking that the camera needs to be a bit more smooth and interpolate more, instead of like being an instant switch, like interpolate a bit more, to help add that smooth movement. Because Vampire Survivors also doesn't have it, and it's one of the things that on my Steam Deck I really didn't like. Especially on a smaller screen, jarring sudden movements can cause motion sickness pretty quickly. But I do think that it's cool to see some levels. It almost reminds me a bit of that one game where you click or start to get even. Yeah, very original layers with theming and upgrade attacks. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think there's definitely potential for additional levels. Also levels that have some form of forced paths, right? So if you let's say let's make a large maze level. You can actually force the player to start recognizing certain routes and to keep doing those routes to make sure that they have the ultimate advantage to what they're trying to do, right? Right, we got pea shooter again. Alright, come on. Let's keep punishing these robots. Ooh, no, this is possibly the wrong way. Oh, Bubble saved me. Oh, Bubble saved me. Yes. I feel like I shouldn't have survived that. I feel like I got really lucky there. Yeah, I definitely feel like I got very lucky there. There we go. Come on. I think it's emerging genre as soon as auto chess and MOBAs, etc., but only time will tell. Yeah, true. There's going to be plenty of knockoffs that are going to come out in the next few months/years, but I don't think this game is that. I think this game has enough going for itself that it becomes its own game, right? That people are going to say in the future, oh, I remember playing games like Vampire Survivors, Don't Mind Arena, which really started this genre, you know, stuff like that. I don't mean to inflate your ego too much, but I think you've got something solid here. Yeah, by all means. There you go, another bubble upgrade. First win, super cool, because you were just that cool. Oh, super cool unlocked, right. Yeah, okay, very nice. Very cool. I like the numbers. The numbers are nice. They don't necessarily add much to the gameplay itself, but it's nice to see them summed up. But again, I'd love to see the damage numbers on top of the enemies themselves. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other questions before I quit Don't Mind Arena? Because personally, I think you have a really solid game with a solid core loop, which has some small issues which I've named and you can fix. Now, I'm also going to look back at my own stream in a day or two from now, and I'm going to digest all of the things I've said, add extra comments, put it in a PDF and send it your way to give you a little more feedback on certain things. That's really solid to hear. Yeah, no, you have something solid here. We talked a lot today about core loops and about MDA models and stuff like that, and I think this follows that, even if it's unintentionally. I think this follows it, because if I take a quick look-see at actually, let's do this differently. If I open up my notepad and we go into the mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics of Don't Mind Arena, mechanics, dynamics, aesthetics, there we go, and I do actually have to open this up. I don't need you to necessarily tell me if I'm right or wrong with this, because the right or wrong is really hard to determine when using the MDA model. I just need you to kind of like look at the things that I'm going to write down and then determine for yourself if that's the thing you'd like to achieve or not. Okay, if it's not anything completely in the wrong place, then that's a wider discussion, right? So just been original things messing around in RPG Maker and Game Maker 2. I won't see the lighter programming is just hard. It's hard to pick up. Programming can be very hard to pick up. I'll share a tip with you in a second. Because I have an interesting, because I am not a programmer at all. I do a lot of programming myself nowadays, but that is through a lot of practicing and a lot of pain. But mechanics for Don't Mind Arena. I think it's movement. And I think that's it. I think that's all that needs to be said there. Because that's the only thing I have control over, right? Dynamics, it is killing enemies and becoming more powerful / shooting more bullets, shooting more projectiles. In terms of aesthetics, following again the same list. Also, oh no. So my bot accidentally timed you out, Starberry. I need to adjust my bot. It's just there. I don't actually have it set up. No, it's okay. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I still need to adjust the bot from doing whatever it just did. Okay, my apologies. As for the aesthetics, looking at the 8 defined aesthetics from back then. Here you go. I think Don't Mind Arena definitely fits submission, right? Games as pastime. I think it definitely does that. I think it fits sensation. Sensation games as sense pleasure, and ultimately, and this is maybe a supporting aesthetic rather than the main aesthetic, but I think it supports. It has challenges and aesthetic. At least these are the things that I have encountered whilst playing it. All right, very good. Okay, so yeah, this is how I see Don't Mind Arena and how I would fill it into the MDA model. Talon, it's been an absolute pleasure playing your game. Yeah, I liked it, and I think for players that like Vampire Survivors, but they are either done with the game or they like something else or in a different art style, because Vampire Survivors does have a very Metroidvania type art style, which on its own is just, it's interesting, but it's not liked by everyone. I think Don't Mind Arena could very well become their second game go-to, right? So, good job. You've done well. Okay, all right. If you screenshotted this, if you haven't, I'm just going to put it in the Discord server so that it's there for you. Actually, I'll DM it to you. I think that's good. I don't know if that works. Yeah, that works. There you go. I put it in your DMs. Okay, so that out of the way. I'm going to close this. I'm going to click quit on this. It hasn't crashed. Hopefully this can take a minute. Solid. Okay. So that's now. So if anyone wants me to play their game, I've got about another half an hour left before I gotta go. Feel free to let me know. You can't put links in chat, but you can tell me about it, or you could send me a link through Twitch DMs. Okay, that's how I can see it. Okie dokie. So then, in the meantime, and if there's no one that wants me to play the game, I've got some backups. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, as for Starberry, programming is really, really hard. Absolutely, 100%. I fully agree, and it is a very difficult mindset to get into. Also, I have to do this now. There we go. What really helped me, because in my university they taught us how to use Unreal Engine, which I'm still very grateful for to this day. I've become my major friend. I'm just like, how? Yeah. So, yeah, what they taught us is to first recreate stuff from games that you like. And so in my case, I'm going to Google this guy, because he was very helpful for me to learn how to program. I saw a channel by a guy called Matthew Palahe. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'd like to say that's how you pronounce his name.
Hey everyone, welcome to my behind the scenes.
Sorry. And he has a playlist, and this is specifically for Unreal Engine, so it's not for other engines, but it's a great way to get into the mindset of how to program. He has a Let's Create season, and he also did a second season, but he never finished that. But the first season, he goes through many of the abilities of popular game characters, mostly focused on Overwatch at first, and I think at some point he goes into Titanfall, I think. And let's see what he does. Yeah, he creates like general things. Titanfall 2, Half-Life 2, a bunch of different things. Destiny 2 as well, a bunch of different things, and he shows how he creates those mechanics by using programming logic. I do 2D stuff for now. Is it useful even if you don't use 3D programming? I'd say so. I think there's probably similar tutorials also for Game Maker or RPG Maker. But for me specifically, this really helped because I was a very big Overwatch fan at the time. So for me to go into Unreal Engine and create the Genji dash or the Genji double jump that he does as the thing I was creating, it was very hands-on, and I understood the subject I was making, right? Because I knew how Genji double jumped and I knew how he dashed across a space. And so for me, it was a very, very good example to use to learn how to program. On top of that, he's also a very good teacher, in my opinion, right? Yeah, by all means, there are tutorials for Game Maker that are just like this. But try creating stuff or recreating stuff that you've seen in other games where you're like, that looks cool. And start simple. With Genji, it was a double jump and a dash. Those two things are relatively simple. And just progress as you go along, right? Like the Tracer's Recall, the Hanzo wall climbing, those are tough ones. But you get there by just applying the knowledge over and over again. And honestly, to be entirely honest, whenever I start a new project, there is simply a lot of Googling involved. There just is. One of the simplest things, making a character move around a scene in Unreal Engine, I have to Google every single time. And the reason for that is that you only do it once in every project, and once you do that, you tweak some of the values, but you never make that system again. And so it tends to slip the mind, for me at least. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, if you really find programming really hard, find hands-on tutorials that allow you to remake stuff from other games that you really like. Maybe that's something I gotta pick up in the future. Not that I'm just kind of programming mastermind, but I have a fair grasp of the theory. Okay. Anyway, so is there anyone that wants me to check out their game? If there's not, I've got something lined up. So look, where did I have it? Where do I have it? Wait. It's in here somewhere. It's in my saved Reddit list. Oh yes, I did say that, didn't I? You are entirely right. Can I make sure I hide some servers that are not relevant? Yeah, we'll do it like this. Okay, because I'm in streamer mode, so it should be okay. Here we go. Look at that. This is also the Game Dev Topics Discord, so if you want to join it, link on the page below, I believe. Okay, so some of the feedback on the art, because I think the art's really cool. I think, especially in terms of colors, you've done a really great job in finding a good match between all the colors and making sure that they fit each other really nicely, especially some of the variants, I think. Let me move my microphone. There we go. I think this color, this like orangey color, and this orangey color are the same, I think. Yet they fit their own contexts really well. So I think that's really well done. I think the purple adds a really nice contrast. Yeah, I think this is really, really solid. Was this specifically for a game, or was this for something else? I'm just wondering, because then I can adjust my feedback based on it. Also, let me make sure you guys have the right. Oh, yeah, no, you all have the right. Oh, yeah. Let me just. There we go. Developer. Right. Yeah, so it's for a game. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think this is really cool. I think it really has its own art style. I'm slightly wondering. This remark for a test of a 2D stuff for a game, that particular game, more of a style test. Yeah, I think it's cool. Especially because it's a style test. I think there's some question of what these little yellow bits are. I'm gonna guess they're like leaves and things that are kind of like floating around, or maybe just general texture on like the path that the character is on. But yeah, if it's a style test, then I think this perfectly shows that this kind of a style can be very cutesy, and if used well and like with this nice color composition, yeah, I think you could apply this to a whole game. To be honest, I don't think there's anything major wrong with it that makes me afraid to apply this to a whole game, right? Then the second piece, I really like the second piece. So, first, went very well in my opinion. So the second piece I really like because, I'm gonna do it. Okay, all right. Monster Tribe. As some of you may know who've been following my YouTube channel for a longer time, let me open up Designer for this. Because Starberry, you've done a great job on this. You really have. For those of you that have been following my YouTube channel for a longer time, I made a video about Monster Tribe. I'm going to make another video about Monster Tribe in the future because I think the developer is doing something that I don't entirely agree with, and I think it's hurting the community. But Monster Tribe, let me give you a quick example of what that looks like. And this is a promotional screenshot. This is not like, this is printers and scanners. That's not what I wanted. I want a light shot. There we go. This is not some kind of like purposely picked out image that is going to look bad on purpose, right? That is definitely not the case. Yeah, it's Pixar anyway, so it's not like it matters. Okay. So, if we compare this to, where did I have it? Hold on. If we compare this to this, so a part of it is style choice, right? Absolutely. A part of it is absolutely style choice. But a large part of what is going right in your piece of art, Starberry, and what is going wrong for Monster Tribe is the level of, and I don't know how to describe this in art terms, but at the level of, I'm just going to call it texture, like these little greens here, the little piece of grass, the god rays, the flowers and things like that. In Monster Tribe, Christ, sounds like art school. In Monster Tribe, you have some grass pieces and stuff, but there's large swaths of emptiness, right? And that emptiness continues, especially like up here. You've got large swaths of emptiness. In your artwork, that's not there, right? And which is a good thing. That is a good thing. Because it means that whenever I'm walking through this hypothetical world, there's always something going on, like so a little bit of eye candy for me, which just means that I won't get bored of the environment if I'm constantly walking through the blandish green that is going on here. When I made it, so I filled it with these little shades of green. Yeah, I think that's a really good move. Again, I'm by no means an artist, but I do think this adds a lot to the floor, right? And especially in Pixar games, especially in 2D Pixar games, in 3D they'd be voxel games, so I'm talking shit. But in Pixar games, you see a lot of the ground constantly, right? In an FPS, I can look up and I can look left, right, and whatever, and I can change my view. With a fixed camera like this, I am constantly looking at the ground, and if that ground is bland, then that sucks. I might not notice it consciously, but over time, I'll get disinterested because there's nothing really interesting going on, right? So adding these little blobs here it's really nice. It's a really good move in my opinion. the only thing that I would say in terms of feedback, I think it's perspective. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Is it perspective? Yeah. So I think these little logs, I'm going to presume they're logs. Their perspective at the back kind of widens out. Whereas I think this little line here, either this line at the top should have gone slightly more diagonal, or the line at the bottom should have followed the line at the top a bit more. Yeah. Else I think it feels like the log is like kind of like starting like this, and then like by the end is like that kind of a thing, right? So they kind of like a. I'm looking for the right word. God, there's no Dutch people in chat, so I can't say a Dutch word, and then they'll be like, yeah, it's this. It kind of like funnels out, right? I guess that's what I mean. Again, it's a very small thing, but yeah, it is something I noticed. And then in terms of other things, I think the perspective of the little tree huts, or the little, they're just in general the trees, I guess, and the characters, I think that matches up quite well. I think it has the nice same perspective. The little bushes as well, I think they're totally fine. I like the little daisies. I think the little daisies are nice. I like daisies in general. They're nice flowers. The rocks are nice bit of shading going on here. I like that. It's quite nice. Yeah, I think this looks really good. Again, I am by no means a practice artist, but yeah, from what I can see and from what I can pick up, that'd be my feedback. So there you go. I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. If not, I'm gonna go and pick up a game. Where is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, so again, like maybe a more experienced artist would give you like more feedback on the color theory or stuff like that, but I just don't have that knowledge. So, you know, I don't want to overstep my my boundaries and give you feedback that might be entirely wrong. So, okay, so game time. Where are my saved posts? Here they are. And then a little further down. Oh, actually, why am I being so hard? I can just do r/play my game, and I'll absolutely find something there. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what you people think we should play today. Robo Samurai. I just reworked my new dynamic momentum-based movement system for my game inspired by Apex and Titanfall. Jesus. Can I play this? Oh, I can. Okay. Alright, this looks interesting. Robo Samurai. I was not expecting to find something this polished, to be honest. Alright, let's download this. Ooh, this is 0.2. Let's do the 2.5 version. Alright. Okay. So, yep, I know that I still need to activate my key. So it's a Unity-based game, it appears. And it's going to open up here. There we go. Okay, cool. Robo Samurai. Sensitivity. Whoa. Okay. I have no idea what this does. I'm going to put it halfway. Test level 1. Whoa. Whoa. Press V to view actions. Shift WSD to move. Shift to hold. Shift to run. Space on ground to jump. Space on air to double jump. Control to crouch. Control while running. Slide. LD toggle debug stats. R return player. H reset best time. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely it has theming really figured out. Yeah, I agree. It has theming really figured. If I press H or R, yeah, okay. Now I can really do it. There we go. It has theming really figured out. Movement, however, not very. Or movement combined with animations is still definitely... Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, Christ. Here we go. Nice. Oh, I gotta slide on this. Okay. Okay, there's... I've got feedback. I've got so much feedback. How can I press these buttons at the same time? No. So you gotta press shift, or you gotta hold shift, and press control to slide. But I've only got so many fingers, right? So I'm gonna now press W with my index, hold my middle finger on A, then my ring finger on shift, and then my pinky on control. There we go, made it. Okay. Yeah, I definitely got feedback going on here. Oh, oops. But let's look at that once we complete this level. This looks interesting. Ah, no, I didn't make it. Okay. Ooh, God. There we go. Ooh, Jesus. Wait, how do I do that? Do I... Yeah, so in terms of the combinations of the the movement and the animations. No, god damn it. There's definitely a lot of work to do here. Because it feels very finicky. It's missing a sexy Asian girl. Can I wall run? I don't know. I'm gonna try that in a second. Oh. Can I... No, I can do that. Okay, so I definitely have to go a different way, I think. Come on. Wall run would be cool. Yes, it would be. I'd fully agree there. Can I climb on top of here? Yes, I can. Now, can I... Nope, I cannot do that. Okay. So what else? Oh, God. Something that's a little tricky to figure out if I'm already touching something or not. Yeah. If this is what Mirror's Edge 3 is like, then that'd be interesting. God damn it. Okay. Come on. Give it 2 more tries. Oh my god. Okay, that doesn't count. I didn't do it right. Okay, come on. Double jump. There we go. Now, I need to... No! Damn it. I almost made it. I almost made it, but then I didn't. And I think it's because the wall climb feels also very short. Like, very, very short. Can I run? No, I can't climb the general wall. I need to climb these specific areas. Oh, wait, do I need to wall jump it? Hold on. Oh, yes, that's what I needed to do. Okay. So in terms of level design, that should have been introduced way earlier in a way different phase, because that took me a while to figure out. And it was very failure prone. So in that regard, I am never going to make that. Okay. Interesting. In that regard, that was really hard. But now that I know, I can do it again. Yes, there we go. Nice. Okay, right. Now, how am I going to make this? Oh, god damn it. That was close. That was so close. Can I slide in the air? Is that something I can do? No, I cannot. I can only slide on the floor. Okay. Alright, come on. Give it one more try. Then we'll quit this game. There we go. And now... No, that was ready to jump. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, cool game. Could be very cool. Yeah, not sure what to think. What else? This is a mobile game. Sneaky Ways, top-down racing. A top-down racing game to style the classic 16-bit races with arcade-style gameplay. Oh, like that. Okay. All right. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's make this a speed run. Yep. I'm aware. Okay. Here we go. God, I agree to the license agreement. I don't want that. That's all fine. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Start Sneaky Ways. Sneaky Ways. That sounds like a certain narrative type game, if you will. That's something I struggle with. What size of project should you start with, and how do you go about coming up with something very small if that be best? I often suppose that my lack of programming and experience shows. I don't think I can make what I want as I am right now. Rip. So again, I think that's fine. Oh, is this game actually loading? I don't think it is. Oh no, it is. There you go. Jesus Christ. Okay. This looks nice, actually. This looks really nice, to be honest. Okay. Getting to what's going to actually feel like a course of challenge. Yes, it is, and I'm going to see if they manage to do this or not. But in terms of scope, how do you make sure you make something small? At the start, that's really hard to determine. There's not some kind of metric that you can use to initially say, okay, is this game too big or not, in terms of scope. Instead, what I would recommend is, if you're working on something like RPG Maker and you're making something with a narrative, I would recommend keeping it to one scene, right? If you're making like a platform or something, keep it to one level and only make the things that are important for that level. Don't start messing about with like including like a settings menu or like a lot of like polish and stuff like that. Just focus on creating one section where the player goes through the core loop once or twice, or however many times seems reasonable in the case of the core loop, and focus on that. That'd be my advice for trying to de-scope your projects. Yeah, I have a video that is going to come up, or a stream. We could actually do that in the next stream in 2 weeks from now. We'll talk about scope. I think that's a good one. Okay, now let's see options. I think actually everything looks fine. Credits. Sneaky Ways is created by Alex Power in 2020, inspired by Amiga top-down racers. Thanks to Mariella, Max, Hannah, Stella, Kenneth, and all family and friends. Ah, that's nice. Okay, campaign. Racetrack, circuit sprint. Finish first to unlock the next location. Stage 1. Okay. I actually don't know how to play this game, so I've actually got no idea. But I'm going to guess I'm the red car. Yep, I am. Whoa. Whoa, nice, okay. Okay, so in terms of car movement, it actually feels pretty nice. Oh no! Ah, shit. But one thing I am absolutely missing. Is a minimap on which I can check where the hell I'm going, because I've got no idea. Come on, move. And I don't know which lap this is. I've got no idea which lap this is. I do like the drifting. The drifting's quite nice. It's a nice feature. I finished 6th. What? Being indicated like an ally saying, "Hey, this is you." Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sneaky ways to get on top. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. But this I'm gonna. I would find sneaky ways, but I don't have a minimap. The lack of a minimap is disturbing in this case. Oh god, that was a lot of screen shake. I don't know what for, but I did do that. Oh no. But I do know the... Yeah, there we go. The road continues here. No, get wrecked. Wait, no! No, don't go off track. Shit. God Christ. Yes. Oh, I'm almost first place. No! I gotta be first place. No! Oh, that was so... Yay! Okay, alright. I'm liking this game. I still wish there was a mini map though, because I had to essentially play the track twice in order to understand where some of the sneaky ways were, right? Which I guess hits on the name of the game. Okay, let's start it again, but this time from the start. Let's see if we can get first place right from the start. Come on, move. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Alright, come on. Oh, shit. Shit. Nope. Nope. Oh, right, you could have gone straight on there. Shit. Forgot about that. Oh, this seems like a sneaky way. Or it's not. Damn it. Oh, God. That guy just came out of nowhere. He's a maniac. Okay, 4th place. Okay, it's going better. She moved to always start you in last 2. Yeah, it's added challenge, I suppose, but yeah, without the mini-map, it is really hard to determine where the sneaky ways are without having played the map a few times. But now I know where to cut corners, essentially. Ow. Get out of my way. I also have no... Oh, God. Christ. There's no way I'm going to make this. I'd have to run a clean race, essentially. And there's no way I'm doing that. Come on. Oh, there's someone who's out. They're out. Ooh, God. Don't think so. Okay, again 4th. Damn. Yeah, without the minimap, it is really hard to figure out where the sneaky ways are. Okay, cool game though. I like it. The movement's really nice, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna put a comment on this game later on. Stardew Valley meets Tower Defense. No, not that one. A little spotlight on our last trailer for a cozy puzzle game. Meet me at noon. Try the free demo. Okay, okay. Demo on itch. Okay. This looks nice. This looks nice. Meet me at noon. Okay. We've got 7 more minutes for the stream, so let's have a look, shall we? Okay. I'm a fan so far. Oh, hold on. I need to turn down the sound. Yeah, I definitely, I also definitely like the... Hold on, can I do this real quick? And then just... Settings. There we go. Just slightly reduce it so that you guys can still hear the stream. So you can still hear me. Okay, right. Full screen. Start. I like the aesthetics. I think it's very cool. Sunbath. Play. Okay. Okay. This is polished. This is nice. I have no idea how to play it again. Oh, here we go. Do you want to have a look at some tips to get you started and meet me at noon? You can always access tips section in the menu in game. Yeah, okay, let's controls me. Okay, you can move forward with that and that. You can jump with that. You can wait a turn with that. Okay. There are 2 symbols disposed in the levels, day and night. So the levels you need to have the 2 characters on their corresponding symbol at the same time. Okay. You control 2 characters, one during the day, the other during the night. Ah, the active character is the one with the face visible. Okay. Almost you do with the character are recorded and will be played back while you're controlling the other character. Ah, okay, I understand what this game is trying to do. Playback type, rewind. The sun character will rerun all its moves during its playback. The moon character, the night character, will come back to its original position and replay all its moves during the playback. Okay, this is a lot of explanatory stuff at the start, though. Doing it through play would have been better. But tell me, you can see how many moves you have in total to solve the level. If you make a mistake, you can navigate the timeline by using that or that to go back in time. Okay, no more explanation. Now your job is to understand the different behaviors to each character, learn how they can interact with each other, and how these interactions are interfering with the time loop. Okay. So, oh, whoops, I gotta do this. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that was, okay. Alright, fair enough. Next level. Slippy Slope. Lightfoss, thanks for the follow. You are awesome. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so now I gotta... Oh, look, but now we can, with the sun character, we can move him twice. And then during nighttime, they'll replay one of the moves. There you go. Very nice. Okay, cool game. Cool game. I like it. Lightfoss, if there's anything you need feedback on, I've got 5 more minutes before the stream ends, okay? You can also join the Discord, though, and I'll happily look at your game at a different time, but also during next stream, you know, stuff like that. Let me get you a link if you want it. Obviously, you don't have to. No pressure. You're free. Oh, you came here from the YouTube stream. You are awesome. Thanks. In that case, yeah, you've seen the link come by a few times. Okay. All right. Let's see. There we go. And then for a night character, it's got to do that. Yeah. So every time I move the night character once, the day character goes back 1 step as well, right? Okay, that's all good. You're free to do whatever feels best for you. Okay, next level. I like this game a lot. I think this game is a really nice puzzle game. I am enjoying it. It's chill. It's nice. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to first wait a turn. Then I'm going to move once to the right. And move once again. And now I can move my... Oh, no, wait. Can I not move my my knight character now? No, because they died. Damn it. Okay. Then actually I can just wait a turn here, right? Is that not possible? Oh, okay. I don't actually have to use all moves. Okay. Alright, then it's all good. Then it's all good. Okay. I was trying to think about it way too difficult. Evasive Star. Oh, is it a star that only appears during nighttime, perhaps? Perhapeth? Yep. Yeah, nice. Okay. This game does a really good job. This game does a really good job at what it's trying to do. So I've got 4 moves for day. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice. Oh man, this is nice. I like this a lot. This is really cool. Who are the developers of this? I need to know. Shit, can I see that? Pandaro Interactive. Very good. I'd recommend for everyone that likes this, that is watching the stream right now, go over to their itch page whenever you have the time, and play it. It is really, really excellent. I'll do 1 more level. Oh wow, now we get 3 day moves, 3 night moves, and then 3 day moves again. So I think we first gotta go do this. Like that. Then it's nighttime's move. Like that. Yeah, there you go. Oh man. Excellent. Excellent. 1 more level, 1 more level. I'm 100%, if this comes out on Steam, I'm picking this up on my Steam Deck. This is excellent. This is one of those games that I need for that. Can the characters pass by each other? I think so. Oh no, they can't. And I can't jump either. So do I just have to wait 3 turns? I suppose so. Oh, this game has done an excellent job at explaining the mechanics. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna wishlist this game. I am a very big fan. Yeah, this is excellent. Where is it? Meet me at noon. There it is. Add to my wish list. That is very excellent. I'm gonna follow this as well. Make sure I get notifications about it. Yeah. Okay. Very, very cool. Now, seeing as the stream's coming to an end, first off, I'd like to thank everyone for watching today's stream. This is live streamception at the moment. I'd like to thank everyone for watching the stream today, for all your input, for all your questions, for all the follows. You are all very awesome. For everyone that joined the Discord, you are also amazingly awesome. I really enjoy doing these streams, and I'm really happy that other people seem to be enjoying it as well. If there's anything I can do for you or anything you need help with or feedback for, just hit me up either through Twitch or through YouTube or through Discord. I'll be happy to help. And if there's any more questions or anything, Discord's the easiest way to reach me because I'm on there all the time. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future stream. Thanks. Bye-bye.